I'm going to show you how to build a salad that does more than just manage your blood sugar. It actually helps you reverse the root cause behind your high blood sugar levels. Here's the difference most people never hear about. Managing blood sugar means bringing the number on the meter down. That's what a lot of medications do, and that's a good and important thing. But on its own, it doesn't fix the reason the number was high to begin with. Reversing insulin resistance means getting your cells to actually respond to insulin again the way they're supposed to. When that happens, your blood sugar comes down because you fixed the real problem, not just because you covered it up. This salad is built for reversal. Every single ingredient does something to fix one of the actual reasons your body struggles with insulin. It's not just about the number on your meter. If you want our free guide to put this into action with more meal ideas, recipes, and a step-by-step plan, comment guide below. It's completely free. Just comment guide below. Now, let's build this salad. Before we get into ingredients, let's talk about what's actually going on in your body and what reversal looks like. There are three main things driving insulin resistance. First, when your meals spike your blood sugar too fast and too high, your pancreas has to dump out huge amounts of insulin over and over again. Over time, your cells stop listening. Slowing that spike takes a lot of pressure off your whole system. Second, the bacteria living in your gut make compounds called short-chain fatty acids when they break down fiber. These compounds directly help your muscle cells respond to insulin better. If you're not feeding your gut the right foods, it can't make enough of them. Third, oxidative stress and inflammation get in the way of the insulin signal at the cellular level. So, even when insulin shows up and knocks on the door, the message doesn't come through clearly. This salad works on all three of those things at once. Every ingredient is doing something real, not just something that sounds healthy. That's the whole difference between managing a number and actually reversing what's causing it. Step 1, the blood sugar flattener, chickpeas. Start with 2 cups of chickpeas, mashed up until they're crumbly, kind of like tuna salad. I know what you might be thinking. Chickpeas have carbs. Won't they spike my blood sugar? If chickpeas are spiking you right now, that's not really the chickpeas' fault. It's just showing you that you already have some insulin resistance going on. The chickpea isn't causing the problem. It's revealing it. Here's what the research actually shows. A large recent review pulled together 28 different studies and found that eating chickpeas significantly lowered the blood sugar spike after a meal compared to eating the same amount of carbs from other foods. Another review looked at 12 separate studies and found chickpeas did a better job lowering the after-meal blood sugar spike than potatoes or wheat did. The researchers pointed to the chickpeas' fiber, protein, and slow digesting starch as the reason why. That's the first piece of reversal right there. The fiber and starch in chickpeas physically slow down how fast the glucose from this meal gets into your blood. That means your pancreas doesn't have to panic and overreact to handle it. Step 2, feeding the gut that reverses resistance. Sauerkraut, pickles, and capers. Now, add 2 tablespoons of sauerkraut juice, a chopped pickle, and 2 tablespoons of capers. This step is all about feeding the gut bacteria that make your cells more sensitive to insulin. In a study with 87 people, researchers had participants eat sauerkraut every day for 4 weeks. The sauerkraut group saw a real increase in the short-chain fatty acids in their blood, the same compounds we talked about earlier. The pickle and caper brine bring their own benefit too, thanks to the vinegar in them. A 2025 review of apple cider vinegar studies in people with type 2 diabetes found it significantly lowered both fasting blood sugar and A1C. So this isn't just a salty, tangy flavor boost. It's actually feeding the bacteria your body needs to respond to insulin the right way once again. Step 3, the curve slower, acidity. Squeeze in half a cup of fresh lemon juice. This works on the same idea as step 1, slowing down the spike, but it does it in a different way. This time, it's the acid doing the work. In one study, healthy adults ate white bread with either water, tea, or lemon juice. The people who had lemon juice with their bread saw their blood sugar peak drop by 30%, and it took over 35 minutes longer for their blood sugar to even reach that peak compared to drinking water. Here's why that happens. The acid in lemon juice slows down the enzyme that breaks apart starch in your mouth and gut. So instead of a flood of glucose hitting your bloodstream all at once, it trickles in slowly. That gives your insulin a real chance to keep up instead of getting overwhelmed. Step 4, the antioxidant layer, red onion and celery. Now stir in half a cup of finely diced red onion and 1 cup finely diced celery. This step is about calming down the oxidative stress that gets in the way of the insulin signal. Red onion is one of the best food sources of a compound called quercetin. A 2024 review of 20 studies with over 1,100 people found that quercetin significantly lowered fasting blood sugar. The evidence for celery is a bit weaker, and I want to be honest about that. One small study followed 16 pre-diabetic adults and found that celery leaf extract lowered their blood sugar both before and after meals over a 12-day period. Step 5, the insulin receptor mineral, sunflower seeds. Sprinkle on 2 tablespoons of sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are one of the best food sources of magnesium, and your body actually needs magnesium for your insulin receptors to work properly. A 2025 review of 23 studies with over 1,300 people with type 2 diabetes found that magnesium significantly lowered fasting blood sugar. Sunflower seeds also give you vitamin E, which protects your cells from the same kind of damage that messes with insulin signaling. So they're hitting that third lever too, just from a different angle. Now, let's make the salad. Add the chickpeas, celery, red onion, sauerkraut juice, lemon juice, capers, pickle, Dijon mustard, fresh dill, and sunflower seeds. Give it a good toss. That's it. 10 ingredients, 20 minutes, and you've got a salad that's actually working on all 3 parts of real reversal. Here's what's happening in your body when you eat this. Your chickpeas slow down how fast glucose hits your blood so your pancreas doesn't have to overreact. Your sauerkraut, pickles, and capers feed the gut bacteria that make the compounds your muscle needs to respond to insulin. Your lemon juice slows starch digestion even more, flattening the curve further. Your red onion and celery bring in antioxidants that calm down the oxidative stress getting in the way of your insulin signal. And your sunflower seeds give your insulin receptors the magnesium they need to actually do their job. This isn't a meal that just hides a number. It's a meal working on the actual problem. Try eating this salad for lunch 3 days in a row. Check your blood sugar before you eat, 1 hour after, and 2 hours after. You'll probably notice your after meal spikes getting smaller, your blood sugar coming back down faster, your energy staying steadier for longer. That's what real reversal feels like. Not just a smaller number, but a body that's actually getting better at handling sugar on its own. And over time, as you keep eating this way, something bigger starts to happen. Your cells get better at handling carbs. The foods that used to spike you stop hitting so hard. You need less insulin for the same meal. Your fasting numbers start to drop. Your A1C gets better. That's not luck. That's not just willpower either. That's your actual biology changing because you gave your body what it needed to change. If you want help building more meals like this, with recipes, a full food plan, and real stories from people who reversed their insulin resistance eating this way, comment guide below. If this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear that reversal, not just management, is possible. Until next time, keep those carbs high and that A1C low.